Nails ASMR. Okay, so folks, you know how I've been saying I've been growing out my nails for the entirety of the protest? In fact, let me start today's recap with this. Alright, folks, day 48 of protests in Elizabeth City over the police murder of Andrew Brown was yesterday. Pretty good day, I have to say. But before I begin, I want to say, for those of you that have been following all 48 days, I have been doing a little bit of a thing. So I started growing my nails out on, like, you know, a couple days before Andrew Brown was shot. And so I decided when the protest started, I'm going to see how long my nails get. And they're just, then, you know, when they break off, they break off. So this is the current state of my nails. As you can see, I have done no work on them. The ones that are broken look like shit. Look at that one's got a little thing coming out of it. That one looks all fucked up. Look at this one. This one's got like a hair stuck to it. So this is the last nail that I've got. Right? So this is the last nail that I motherfucking got. And it's got like a little crack in it. Folks, it's got a crack in the nail. So I want to be very clear here. That's it. I just wanted to talk about that. So let's talk about the protest yesterday. Yesterday was, again, day 48 of the protest in Elizabeth City over the police assassination of Andrew Brown Jr. And so we started the march at the Public Safety Department, like we often do. And we started it around 5:45 to 6 p.m.-ish. In that range is usually when we start that shit. And so, you know, we had a pretty good amount of people. Really, it seems to me that the amount of people is so, like, it's so interesting. Because some days we've got 10 people. Some days we've got 50 people. And there's really no rhyme or reason to it. I think it's just, like, a matter of people's schedules. And when people come, they usually don't come alone. So, like, they'll, like, bring their whole family. So it's like, if someone's off of work, they're going to bring their fucking kids and their fucking whatever the fuck. And that's, like, 5 more people, right? So we start. And we march through downtown Road Street. This is Road Street. And then we get on Eringhouse Street. And so, again, what we've been doing for the last week or so, and especially since the car attack, I guess that was 2 weeks ago now, we've been trying to have friendly vehicles help block side streets because the police aren't doing it. Now, the police have an excuse. We asked them, hey, why aren't you doing your job? And they responded with, oh, well, we'll only have 19 officers. We can't do our job. My follow-up question was, okay, so why was Officer Parr in the middle of the road blocking the street? And then why did they drive out after the angry racist said that they wanted to hit protesters? You don't need 20 officers to have an officer stand in the middle of the street with their car, right? So, like, that excuse doesn't mean anything. It has no, like, relevance whatsoever. It's just them trying to do a pity party, right? So we have our own cars that we do, and they have been blocking the side streets. So that's been pretty good. It's been beneficial. It's been making us feel safer. And it really does bring together that community solidarity to have people do the police's job for them. It says, fuck the cops, right? We don't need your shit. We don't need you. You can go do your little fucking parade in the front, and we can just do our own thing. So we walk down Eringhouse, and I get to the end of the street. I take a little bit of a pav. This is me chilling in the middle of the street, folks. That's my feet and my legs. That's what I look like. That's at least what I see. You know, I don't know what y'all are seeing right now, but that's what I see. Anyway, so we go from there to the way back. People go into Food Lion, grab some fucking tomatoes or something. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So, you know, we march back. And again, I really like when the sun is in the shots. For me, like, you know, the artistic side of me, when I get the sun in the shot, it's just super nice. As you can see, the sun is behind the American flag and the golden arches, the two symbols of America. And so we go down Eringhouse, past Road Street, and go toward Water Street, which is where the river is, and also where a lot of activities are, the bustling nature of downtown. Water Street also connects with the bridge. And again, I want to remind people, for those of you that don't know, the only detour for that bridge is 30 minutes out of the way. So let's say you live across the bridge. Let's say you work in Elizabeth City and you live in Camden County across the bridge. All right, well, you know, it's going to take you 45 minutes to get home if you don't want to use that bridge, or it's going to take you like 12 minutes to get home if you want to use that bridge. So the idea is we block that motherfucking bridge. So we stand on the intersection, we walk super slowly, super duper slowly, And eventually people just have the idea, let's just stop and see what happens, right? So we stop and then we see what happens. And we occupy the bridge for about 15 minutes, as you can see. We took some pictures. I have some video of that. And so we occupy the bridge for about 15, like borderline on 20 minutes. And then we leave. The traffic was actually backed up to the point where I think I've got some video of it. Let me just like check this. I record a lot of B-roll, folks. Let's see. Hold up. So we were walking down the street, and I didn't I didn't point my camera in that direction, but as you can see here, okay. So as you can see here, this is the bridge that we were at. Right over here, and as you can see, we are down the street at this point. And so I look back over there, and you can see like the cars finally, like that's the last car right there, the last car of the backed up traffic. So by the time we walked all the way down the street, right, that's how long it took for the cars that were backed up from the traffic to get through. So that was pretty interesting. We had a bunch of people beeping at us, so that was pretty cool. And so, yeah, and then we just, that's by the end of the route. So we went back to the public safety. Overall, the march was about 2 hours. Pretty good, high energy. People had fun. I had fun. I enjoyed it. And there you go. Another successful day protesting the government. All things considered. Now, again, I've got all of my built-in criticisms of, a lot of things going on, but that's not necessarily relevant at this point in time. I want to remind everyone, on Saturday, we are going to be planning a big event on Saturday. If you live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, there is going to be free busing to and back from Elizabeth City. And so I've got like a little poster for that, little graphic that I wanted to show there. So if you live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, here's where you want to go. Get on a bus and come on over, and then you'll go back at around 6 p.m. So on Saturday, what we are planning, and again, if you live anywhere in North Carolina or Virginia, if you're relatively close and you want to pop in for a day, Saturday is going to be the day to do it. So what we're doing on Saturday is we're going to have 2 marches, and we're going to have a rally in between, and we're going to have some energetic speaking moments, and then we're going to fucking shut shit down. So that's going to be the idea. So if you want to come here at any point, Saturday is going to be a good point to do so. We're estimating to getting a couple hundred people out here, and anything, to provide that kind of good boost to what's going on. So, and if anyone has any more information, in regards to other transportation, feel free to let me know. But again, I do know that there's going to be free busing from Fayetteville to Elizabeth City and vice versa. So, throwing that out there. And there you go. That's it. That's the recap. And today will be day 49. And tomorrow will be day 50. So there you go. That's a big milestone. And then in 50 more days, we'll have day 100. And that's another big milestone. At that point, you just go for the full year. So this is going to be like, I'm telling you this right now. Me personally, on a personal level, I am down to protest for 365 days straight with no breaks. I can tell you that there's a couple of other people in Elizabeth City that are down to protest for 365 days with no breaks. Now, I don't mean to sound like the main character here, but I've been one of the only people that comes out every single day. And so again, you don't need to come out every single day. Like, I'll do that, that's fine. But if you want to come out on like Thursdays and Wednesdays and Saturdays, and that's your contribution, great, awesome. Come out whenever the fuck you can. Because really it's about, again, just making there to be a demonstration every single day. That's the idea. Doesn't really matter how many people are there. Doesn't really matter, how often you're there. The only thing that matters is that you get there when you can and when you have the ability to do so. That's what matters at the end of the day. So again, don't feel compelled to come out, or don't think, I can't come out every day, or I can only come out for an hour. So not the marches usually last, again, an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. So it's like, if you can only come out for an hour, that's still a pretty big chunk of time. So again, even if you can only come out for 30 minutes, right? even if like you just live down the street and you're in the middle of doing laundry and you want to like pop down, march with us, and then go back home on the way back, anything is better than nothing. And so again, I just wanted to spread that message of, again, it's all about solidarity, right? Because not everyone can be out every single day. So if you can come out on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, someone else can come out on Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. That creates a good kind of shift situation. So that's all I'm really talking about there. And again, Saturday, bring your friends, bring your kids, bring your grandparents, bring your dogs, provided that they're well trained. And bring your cameras and take some photos, because it's going to get lit, folks. And I'm looking forward to it. So there you go.